What's happening, YouTube? Jared RedRacer video. Thanks for joining me for another one today, guys. Hey, this is your first time on the channel. I'm a car guy. I'm a car vlogger. I have a 2016 1SS twin turbo Camaro. See here behind me, I've named her Lola. She's pretty burly. We have a lot of fun here, do a lot of fun stuff. So if this is your first time, guys, go down and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell next, subscribe. Keep coming back for the new videos we have. But today, guys, today's video is going to be fairly quick. I'm just going to touch on a couple of quick things. We are heading out for Wyoming in the morning. So we got a nice little trip ahead of us. We're going to go up and support the WYO Head Turners at Whistler Chevrolet. They're having a car show up there. The Wyoming guys always come down and show out big for the Utah guys down here. So we're going to go repay the favor this weekend and spend some time with our guys up in Wyoming. There's a bunch of cars heading up there, so there should be some pretty good opportunity to me to get some good little runs with some cars. So be on the lookout for that footage. It'll be coming soon. And just going to show you guys really quickly today kind of what I'm doing to prepare for this road trip, kind of what some of the ins and the outs are on a car that's big power like mine. There's honestly nothing really crazy that goes into it, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. And I also want to lead into or segue into the next video that's coming. A good friend of mine, determined veteran, some of you guys may watch him. His name's Jack, and he's got a channel here on YouTube. I reached out to him when I got the information. I had somebody reach out to me and say, hey, I basically got hosed. We'll get into all the details later. This guy sent his car out to somebody for a single turbo kit. The shop doing the work was recommended by Camaro 6 for him. So we'll touch on that a little bit in the next video that we have. Should be tomorrow's video, I think. But he basically said, hey man, tell me if I'm getting hosed. Tell me what I'm missing. What can I do? I got my car back. I've got all these problems. I don't want to give too much of it up yet. But you guys are definitely going to want to watch the next video that we have coming. That's actually getting filmed in like a half an hour. So that'll happen very, very soon. So keep your eyes out for that video. But like I said, guys, we are going to hit the road real quick today. Just going to show you guys what I'm doing to the car to make sure that we're roadworthy. It's nothing crazy. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys real quick what I'm doing. Biggest set of obstacles for preparing for the ride. That tank right there, it's got a bunch of methanol in it. Those littler tanks right there are 2 gallons and they fit in my trunk nice and snug. I can keep them from moving around, and that way I don't run out of methanol. As most of you guys know, we are methanol injected on this car, and since we are pushing a pretty good amount of power now, we're actually running a dual nozzle methanol injection. So 1 nozzle, 2 nozzles on my intake piping, and the only place that I can keep methanol is in my reservoir here. So it holds like a gallon-ish, like a gallon and a half. And when you are out beating on it, it just does not last long. As by way of other fluids and other things that I'm going to check, obviously, coolant, you want to make sure it looks good. This is very full, and then down on the bottom you can see your overflow. It also has some, so I know we're good there. I will check the oil real quick in a second here to make sure we're good. But since JDP did their last round of oil burning / spewing techniques, so far we seem to be good. I am going to empty out my Mighty Mouse catch can before we go, and but everything else looks good. Looks dry in there. I don't see any other issues, anything else to worry about. It's always a good idea to check tire pressures. These are my extra set of wheels and tires that I drive around with, kind of like as my daily tires, because they're a street tire. They are not connected to my car, so I will have to just check my tire pressure real quick before we go. And then one last thing I get to deal with. One of the perks of having your Camaro be a car that you actually do take places. Went to Costco, bought a bunch of frozen chicken, forgot it was in the trunk, left it in there for like 3 hours, and so we had like chicken juice in the car. So that baking soda has been sitting in there. My wife can attest to this for like a week, and I've left it in the garage with the trunk open all week long, hoping that the stink from chicken does not permeate in my trunk from now on. So yeah, that's where we're at. Everything else on the car looks good. She's been running phenomenally, no issues, and I think we're ready to go. So real quick, we'll just touch on a couple things so I don't miss something, guys, before we go. Always check your tire pressures, obviously. Always check your oil. Always check your other coolants. Make sure you got windshield washer fluid. In my case, it's methanol, and we are going to, like I said, fill up my little jugs so we can take those guys with me. Thank you, Coda. That's Coda's methanol. He had a car, actually had 2, believe it or not, this dude. He lost a Camaro engine, or an LS3 in his Camaro, about 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago. And then just the other day, he's also got a Focus RS, and his Focus RS dropped an engine through a rod. So he's down 2 cars right now and does not have a car to drive. I called and said, hey man, I'm running low on meth. I don't want to go up to Thomas Fuels and get it. Do you have some I can buy. He had this jug. He's like, man, I'm just going to waste this. He gave us the jug. So thank you, Coda. I appreciate that very much. We are going to throw his methanol into my little jugs. That's going to come with us. I will stop and grab just a quart of 1040 oil on my way out so that I've got that with me. It's always a good idea to take some oil. But, you know, it's really nothing critical. I mean, these cars, even though this car is absolutely berserk, it's really, there's nothing crazy to it. You know, I've got tons of gauges in the car. I'll be watching all my gauges like crazy. I am going to bring my laptop to data log in the event that something's going on. Not that it would be a whole bunch of help, but I am going to bring that with me. And then just, you know, methanol, some oil, and the normal stuff, right? We're going to bring a cooler with fluids. We'll always have a blanket in the car, make sure we're good to go. But Whistler Chevrolet, we are coming. Thank you guys so much for hosting Wyoming Head Turners. I hope you guys will hang out and I hope you guys hang out and watch the videos that we have coming, so because we should definitely be able to get a video out of that event. We'll be able to go out and do a little bit of hood rat stuff on the highways of Mexico. I mean Mexico. So I'm sure we'll have some fun. We are going to take a beautiful drive. I've been told this is a really, really cool drive, but we're going to go up over into Flaming Gorge. So it should be some cool driving, some good scenery. If nothing else, just some fun cars to show you. So like I said, guys, in about 30 minutes, I'm making a video about the absolute just shamming my buddy went through at a shop. And we're going to keep names out of it. But you guys are going to want to hear this story. So be sure you watch the next video coming out tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me today. Just a quick one, just a little channel update, telling you guys where we're headed, what we're doing, and how we do it. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate all the support. The channel is getting bigger and bigger all the time. Thank you, guys. Can't wait for the next one. Be looking out for it. Jared RedRacer video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.